Are there any parents here? People who have children? Did you have some children down there? No? Not that you know of. Not yet. Okay. All right. Are you guys working on something together? Yeah?
Well,
I want to pay homage to my parents. I want to pay homage to parents tonight. My parents came to this country from India in 1970, and let me tell you, it was really difficult to raise two Indian parents in America. Really tough. My mom's favorite show is Wheel of Fortune. English is not her strong suit. It is very frustrating watching her try to solve the puzzles. The puzzle is the Great Wall of China. Every letter is up there except for the W in wall. And my mom can't figure it out. She's like, Great Hall of China. Great Ball of China. Great Mall of China. I'm like, Ma, that doesn't make any sense. It is the Great Wall of China. And she's like, hey, everything is made in China, that must be the Great Mall of China. I'm like, okay. Smart. Smarter than me. But are there any other Hindus? Hindu party of one? Okay. Is she hiding? Oh, no, they were like pointing at you. I didn't know if you like did, hey. Did you grow up here?
I did.
Oh, okay, all right. Maybe you can relate to this. Like every weekend we would go to the temple, and they would serve this like disgusting vegetarian yogurt rice at the temple. And after we prayed, we'd immediately go to McDonald's. We're like the worst Hindus in the world, and we'd get Big Macs. And it took me a while to figure out, like, you know, hey, we're Hindu, but we're not supposed to eat beef. And I asked my mom, and she's like, Vijay, the cow is sacred. The bull is not. McDonald's pure bull. Where is that British biscuit? Hey, oh, he's still here. Then ran away. Oh, you're so adorable. I could just hear you talk all night. Who likes British accents? I'm just gonna check. Yeah, because a guy with a British accent can say anything to you and it sounds hot. You know, he could be like, how about we go for a shag in the back, you dirty bitch, you. And I'd be like, okay. Yeah. The Indian guys have the worst accents. So smart, but horribly accented. Oh, you feel sorry for them? Yeah, I feel sorry for them too. I feel sorry for myself. They have awful accents. They're beautiful, but awful accents, because they're like, hey, come here, you beautiful girl. I want to shuck you like a coconut. Not sexy. I'm getting totally off tangent. Okay, but I'll come back to sex later. I'm going to talk about my mom. That just sounded really weird, though. But I started thinking about British people because my mom is still very patriotic to India, and she's very angry at the British for ever coming to India. And yeah, oh, I have one white person clapping. Thank you. But she's still angry. That's why whenever she flies to India, she goes on British Airways so that she can boss British people around. She's like, excuse me, Whitney, there is no safety card in my seat pocket. Are you trying to kill me and all of the Indians on the plane? I'm watching you. Scary lady. She'd be tough sometimes. When I was a kid, I would ask my mom to tell me, I'd ask her to tell me fairy tales, and she would tell me the Indian ones, which would be like, once upon a time, there was a little girl, she did everything her parents told her to do, the end. I'm like, Mom, tell me like the American ones, you know? And she's like, look, Vijay, Sleeping Beauty, mother dead. Cinderella, mother dead. Snow White, mother dead. Do you see a pattern here? Are you trying to kill me and all of the Indian mothers? My dad gave me a hard time. My dad, like most parents are. He believes in education. Education's very important. My dad has a BSc, an MBA, an LLM, and has a CPA. I've got HBO, ADD, and a DUI. But he likes to brag about his 3 girls. I'm the youngest of 3. He's like, this is my daughter Shanti, she's a doctor. This is my daughter Indu, she's a lawyer. This is my daughter Vijay, she's adopted. At a young age, I knew that I was different from most of my Indian friends. I wanted to be a performer, and I told my dad when I was about in 4th grade that I wanted to act, and he was like, act? I will tell you how to act. You act like Albert Einstein and do your math homework. Good girl. Because to my dad, only math and science were really important. Everything else was stupid, stupid. But, you know, even though he couldn't see that I was destined for greatness, I tried out for every play and musical in my all-white Jewish elementary school. I got my first break in the 4th grade. I was cast as Martin Luther King. Closest thing that Mrs. Stein had to a black man in the class. You too? You were.
Yeah, in high school.
You were Martin Luther King in high school?
No, I don't know if they came about a black man in the show.
Oh, and a black man in the show. Yeah, we're interchangeable. Me, you, and 2D. My dad would tell me things were really dangerous when I was a kid. Are there any overprotective parents here? No?
Yeah.
You don't have to be. You don't have to be from. So, did anybody have overprotective parents?
Oh yeah.
Yes. What were your parents like, Lexi?
I couldn't go trick or treating with my friends because my mom was afraid if I tried to cross the street, the car would see me and it would hit me because I'm 4'10".
Well, okay, so Lexi wasn't allowed to go trick-or-treating because she was not allowed to cross the street because someone might not see you because she's 4'10". That was 6th grade. I think that's kind of reasonable. You are very small. And
It's all friends and it's like, no, there's no parent because
yeah,
they
I don't know, were you just dressed as a ninja? Was she scared that you would... You're dressed in all black right now, so I don't know. And the accent color, okay. All right, that's what you should be wearing, like a safety vest at all times. I should call your mom. I think you should be wearing a vest right now.
and my mom is convinced that I should leave the house.
You've had 9 concussions?
Girl.
I don't even know how to respond to that. You must have, I mean, you have 911 on speed dial, I'm sure. Okay, all right. We'll carry on. I need to talk to you. You should stop drinking. First step of your 12 steps. But my dad was, you know, he wouldn't let us do a lot of things when I was little. He would be like, he would think everything was dangerous. He's like, no roller coasters. I don't like the roller coasters. You're gonna roll on up, roll right on off. You're gonna cry, then you're gonna die. No pixie sticks. I don't like the pixie sticks. You're gonna eat it, then you're gonna choke. You're gonna cry, then you're gonna die. But the thing that he thought was the worst thing for me growing up was watching Scooby-Doo. He's like, 2 girls, 2 boys riding around in a van. No parents. And that talking dog. Vijay, if you ever see a talking dog, you better run. Because he's got rabies. He's gonna bite you, you're gonna cry, then you're gonna die. Such a dork, Reggie. I can do that for somebody's like outgoing message, because these guys really like that joke. Okay, thank you. Thank you. So I gotta wrap it up right now. So I'm gonna tell you just like a couple things really quick. When I first started doing stand-up, I was really scared to tell my parents, because it's not something Indians do. So I told my mom first, because she's a softer, nicer one, and she said, "Don't worry, I'll handle daddy, no problem." 2 minutes later, my father is furious. He's like, "Vijay, how can you do this to your family? I have struggled in this country for 25 years and you're going to disgrace me this way?" I'm like, "Dad, I just want to make people laugh, you know, be a comedian." He said, "Oh, your mom told me you wanted to be a Canadian." Okay, I'm going to leave you on that note. I'm going to make that right. Thank you so much. Vijay Nathan.
Vijay Nathan. So it's a month of Vijay.